They've been playing this one for more than 100 years. Edition number 127 of Wisconsin and Marquette. The in-state rivalry tonight inside Fiserv Forum on FS1.
Arkansas's Isaiah Joe is one of the best scorers in the SEC, and after missing 5 straight critical games due to a knee injury, he is back. So this rejuvenation of sorts for Georgia, it continues. 9th place last year in the SEC. Fast forward to this season, 21 wins on the precipice of another Sweet 16 appearance. What's been the strength? What has carried Georgia to this point?
And these rivals meet once again on the hardwood. It's going to be a treat with Bill Raftery, Kevin Fitzgerald with you. Great to see these two teams squaring off again.
The tenacious star for Mississippi State, Reggie Perry, went for his 15th double-double of the season in a win this week against Alabama. You think he might be the SEC Player of the Year. Why is that? What sets him apart?
We have Emmett Williams, so he is the SEC's style advisor. A little different. Okay, it's no longer the long look. Explain the look this year with the short shorts.
So the question is, who wore it better? America, was it Dane Bradshaw circa mid-2000s? Things are going right for the Tide today with a 14-point lead. You know things are going well for you also when the Wall Street Journal is writing articles about Alabama basketball.
Crimson Tide Ball Club.
Well, it's a one-stop shop. You can read about Alabama hoops and check on your Bitcoin and Tesla stock while you're there as well.
And we're now joined by E.J. Montgomery. So the 25 points today. What in the world happened this afternoon?
I just try to go out there and have fun.
You follow it up with 25 more. What's been the difference? Where have you taken a step forward the last couple of weeks?
To a one-possession game in 10 seconds. Joe puts it up, puts it in.
It's your defense organized.
Zagorowski, the blow by. The dish, reverse jam, Bishop.
Who else do you put the ball into the hands of? It's Book Night.
Driving, lays it in, and the foul. He is a wizard today around the rim.
It's all worth it for me.
Here's Kunkel. Step back three, splash.
Rare times he loses his balance on a spin.
Horkler! Oh my goodness! Get out of his way! You are watching Big East basketball on FS1, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Providence has led for almost the entirety of this one. How about the Sunshine Stater, Noah Horkler tonight?
He has been shining on both ends of the floor. See the jumper? He's got 2 blocks, but he also has 2 dunks. The transition, two-handed flush, and then this one in traffic, big time. I mean, Noah Horkler, 9.7 boards. He has been a major factor for Providence.
Just in case we're wanting the weather in Melbourne Beach, Florida today, where he's from, 75 and sunny.
Ooh, baby.
And no snow lately. Bit different in Providence.
Just slightly different.
Well, his impact goes far beyond that stat line, which is impressive as well. Defensively, he's been great. Good news, that was Colby Jones you just saw, and the little tape, if you will, above the right eye got clocked in the face by Nate Watson earlier. So Jones is back up. We were wondering, he was a little woozy for a moment after getting up, was bleeding above the right eye, and he's back on the floor. A tough freshman. His team is down 10, though.
Well, and someone for Xavier's got to step up and knock down a 3. And now Providence in a zone. Oftentimes, you don't want to settle, but it might have to end up being a 3-point jump shot. Only 1 for 10 are the Musketeers.
Yeah, that is a traditional up and under. Scruggs just hypnotizing Horkler.
He's just so good with the little spins and step-throughs and finishing around the basket. Scruggs has been awesome.
18 points. That's a game high. Horkler hits the 18-footer.
Boy, is he playing with confidence. But again, when you're playing with superstars like Watson and Duke, you're going to be dared to knock down shots. And again, another possession of zone. I thought in the second half in the first matchup between these two teams, the zone kind of bothered Xavier. We'll see how they handle it this time. And you don't have your zone buster, Nate Johnson, in the lineup.
Johnson out with a leg injury. A critical loss today for Xavier. 4 to shoot. Scruggs has to hoist. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Watson. He was grabbing Carter.
There's a look at Nate Johnson. And you look at the three-point numbers. He's got about 20 more made threes than the next closest Musketeer. So not only he's the best shooter by percentage and by makes by quite a wide margin. And so it's a big void felt with Nate Johnson not on the floor, especially now if Providence sits in this 2-3 zone. They are really going to pack in that paint.
A miss at the free throw. This is a big game for Xavier. 4 left in the regular season. It's hovering on that NCAA tournament bubble, sitting 5th in the Big East. They're trying to boost the resume, and instead down 10 tonight on the road. Reeves can't hit the fall away.
Trying to push it and beat that zone back down the floor if you're the X-Men.
Odom, long strides right to the rack.
He is just a bowling ball coming at you. He reminds me of Eric Bledsoe a little bit. He's got that build to him, stocky, athletic.
He has stepped up in Johnson's absence. 11 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Watson, they're trying to find him posting. 5 to shoot, and it's Bynum up top. This is a full 2 steps behind the three-point line. Drills it.
And Bynum coming into the game and only made 2 threes on the whole season. He's got 2 tonight. It has been the role players who have really stepped up, Horchler and Bynum.
Fremantle. That's going back the other way. I got him at 2 out of 28. That's a mean 7%.
Well, but here's
not
the thing.
Tonight.
At St. Joe's, he made 35 threes last year, shot 34%, which isn't great, but it's not like he's not capable at all. I think it's more been a confidence issue, and then he hurts that groin. But he has splashed 2 big ones here tonight.
Horchler off the curl cut. But it's still Providence by double digits. It has led for almost the entirety of this one. Scruggs just backs his way down. And a timeout after that bucket gets this one back to a single-digit game. Xavier pushed on the road. It's got to claw back somehow and soon.
Pretty cool. I'm sure that team would like how the Friars are playing here this evening. And now it's on the X-Men to try to respond here. Just going to be hard for Xavier to really climb this mountain without someone knocking down some perimeter jump shots. Just 1 for 11 from 3 are the Musketeers.
How about this for a cheap stat comparison? The trio of Scruggs, Fremantle, and Odom have scored 43 of the 49 tonight.
Man. Just the lack of balance. Again, I think there's a domino effect of Nate Johnson's void. Not only would he score, but he just creates space for other guys to be able to score.
Fremantle open. They got to get to work now. 8:30 to go, a 9-point game. That's a rare, uncharacteristic defensive sequence there. What did Ed Cooley tell it? We just need more grittiness on the defensive side. That's in the DNA of his teams, and we have seen that tonight. There's a foul inside.
I think they got David Duke on an illegal cross screen.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, and it's one thing to have grit, but you also got to have intelligence. And with the way Xavier's shooting it from the perimeter, you really got to sell out to protect the basket. Fremantle somehow snuck in right underneath the rim to be able to lay one in. If you're Providence here, you got to sell out to the paint.
We had a nice appearance, a surprise cameo from Ed's son Isaiah in our Zoom call yesterday. He is an avid Nick Baugh podcast listener.
I got one fan.
You've got a subscriber in the Cooley household, by the way.
It's all worth it for me.
Here's Kunkel. Step back 3, splash.
He's the one guy that can knock it down. You're talking about a guy that made over 80 threes last year at Belmont, shot about 40%. Hasn't shot it as well this season, but you know he is capable.
Folks around the Big East know he makes winning plays.
Yeah, because he comes from a winning program. Belmont, pretty darn good under Coach Bird.
Oh, Horkler with a huge answer. Just as Xavier creeps back within 6. And the deficit grows back to 9. Horkler. That's Fremantle.
Found that little short corner area and got it to go down. But just the contributions from unexpected places for Providence has really loomed large, with Horkler and Bynum knocking down a couple of triples.
4 Friars in double figures tonight. Duke, Watson, Horkler, and Reeves. Duke, drive and kick. Reeves spots up. 3 in the air. And that one's down.
Boy, what a response. Back-to-back triples from Providence. Great kick from David Duke.
13 for Reeves. He's hit 3 triples. Kunkel unloads again. Watson secures his 6th rebound. That run, that 8-0, 9-1, 10-2 run. Xavier just has not been able to do it yet tonight.
Because they haven't been able to string enough stops together. I mean, just haven't been able to have enough teeth on this end of the floor.
Another? Yes! Noah Horkler.
Incredible. You could just feel it from the start that he was feeling it.
Fremantle open. That's for 3. Timeout. Back to a 10-point game. 2 big ones from the senior.
Well, when you play with superstars like Duke and Watson, you're going to get dared to make shots.